Okay. Good evening. It is Wednesday, October 23rd. 7 o'clock. We'll call the meeting to order. This is our monthly October Board of Health meeting. We have,
The meeting's gonna be recorded and posted on
Yes,
YouTube and other
right.
social media platforms.
yeah, we don't need to read all that out
Nope,
loud.
just that part.
Correct. Okay. Approved meeting minutes from September 2024. We want to take a moment to look through that.
We'll just change the name. Everything else looks great.
Yep, so if you can just edit my first name, that would be great.
It always autocorrects on me.
Anybody else have any
Nope.
changes to the minutes?
No changes. Motion
Okay.
to accept.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's so weird.
All right, public session. We have no public commentary, so
Okay.
good there. New business. Sue, do you want to talk about the 1-day food permit?
Oh, yeah. So I attached the 1-day food permit that Lester put together.
That's great.
It does.
So if you don't have any issues with it, I'll just go to the next board meeting and make sure they're okay with us adding another $25 fee to our fee.
For the Board of Selectmen.
Yeah,
So-
and just make sure they're okay with me adding that to our fee structure.
Mhm.
Okay,
And then we can just add it to the website and add this in
so the cost for the 1-day food permit is,
$25.
Which is less, correct? Than the regular.
It's
food?
less, the regular is
70.
75.
75,
I
that's what I thought.
believe.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is typical of other towns around us, so.
do you think they could like highlight, like it was hard to see that right there. Do you think they could like somehow like make that either bolder
Well,
or?
if like
Highlight?
on the website, it will be like, the
Yeah,
other
the-
fees listed.
Yeah, the
okay.
fees are listed and I'll just put 1-day permit.
Okay, very good.
So you'll update the website too.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Yeah, I just want to go to the board and make sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're okay with that.
Looks great.
Which they should be, but I don't know if that's even a thing, but I'll do it just in case.
No, I like it.
Okay. We had under new business, the upcoming flu clinic, our previous meeting, we discussed the date of November 4th. We have finalized that date for the flu clinic being November 6th. It will be from 10 to 2. And we are partnering with Hardwick and New Braintree, and it will be held in the New Braintree Town Hall. CVS will be putting it on. It will be RSV, COVID, and flu vaccines, so there'll be staff there to discuss what's best for everyone that attends. It is only for pre-registered townspeople, and we have posted the sign-up link on our websites, and I did email the Berry Gazette to get it in there too. So I think all our bases are covered there. We don't physically, this board does not need to attend unless you are around. I know it's the middle of the week, so. Any questions with the upcoming flu clinic?
Nope.
Okay. Cruising right along.
I just think we should make sure that we get data from it afterwards to let the townspeople know, and we can make sure we have the numbers so we can do it next year and maybe try to get it done earlier.
Okay.
Do we know how many people have registered as of
I
yet or no?
don't know.
The registrations go right to Leicester, so we
It
could,
takes
yeah. find
10
out.
days to mount a response to the flu vaccine, so it's better to get it done earlier.
Mhm. I tried.
Oh, I know. Wasn't you.
Yeah. All
yeah,
right,
that's great.
old
Awesome.
business update on Crawford Road. Do you want to go through that? Ollie?
The report, I don't have access to OneDrive on here, because it conflicts with my work one.
You go on the SharePoint.
Yes, and when I try to, it malfunctions. I can try.
Do we know what it's under?
Let me look.
Leicester. Probably would be under Leicester then. right? Oops. Sue, do you know if we have the report printed for Crawford Road, or have you looked at what the report from Lester said? I can't open it. Can you open it on the shared drive? My phone is not cooperating.
Mine connects with the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
That's 91, right? Or is it 113? No, 91 was up the hill, and 13, 108. Is that 108?
When did she send us that? Oh, 42 Crocker 9, that was what I was thinking about.
162
Crawford Road,
maybe?
do we have an update on Crawford Road? 'Cause it was Crocker and I
September
that-
24th, does that sound familiar?
Mm-hmm,
Violation, rubbish,
yeah.
health agent conducted a Plainview inspection in September.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it revealed violations of chapter 11, state sanitary code. That needs corrections. Rubbish including but not limited to discarded building materials, equipment throughout exterior of the property. Unused, unregistered vehicles, corrective remove. Ugh. Unregistered decaying
Is there an action
vehicles.
plan at the bottom, like an assessment? Like
Well,
when you
it
see an X-ray,
says
you're like, what is
they
this
were
not
ordered
finding?
to correct this within 30 days of receipt of this letter.
Okay, so it hasn't been 30 days then.
No,
So I guess we should mark our calendars to follow up with Lester on the 30 days from that letter and see if there's anything we need to do. What do you think?
yeah, that is actually tomorrow.
Oh, we're so efficient.
I mean, if it's 30 business days, well,
Well, we
tomorrow's
can
the
just touch-
24th,
We can just
so.
touch base with them and be like, the letter was given 30 days ago. Is there anything more that we should be doing?
Yeah, I can email Mackenzie, because she's the one that put out the letter, and just say 30 days is
Is that,
tomorrow or today. What's the next
Yeah,
plan of action? Because
yeah, that's great.
okay,
I like that. Because it's not clean, correct? I've been
by every once in a while, and
I've-
it's
I-
not even,
I
no,
have not.
not at
So
all.
it, okay.
Sometimes I go home that way just cause.
Yeah, I don't go that way.
All right.
All right.
We'll do that. Let me
Perfect.
all right.
write
And
this down so I
then,
remember.
Clerk
we,
report.
did we want to look at this Rocker and I one?
We can,
I think, can we add something to the agenda?
we
No.
just can't vote on.
We can't vote on it,
anything.
yeah.
I think we
We
can,
don't have to vote on it.
under, old, since that is old business, we can discuss.
Okay.
The Crocker and I report, she said she put it, uploaded it to the inspection reports and OTCs on the OCAM system.
Oh, I saw that in the email.
I just, the SharePoint is very hard for me to get to.
Okay. What is that one?
42 Crocker and I.
Forty through 42. There's a lot of stuff in here.
Okay.
Inspection, there's a bunch of inspection reports from October 16th.
Okay, maybe we can just look at them and then talk about it at the next meeting.
40 and 42. Which one are you?
It's a duplex, so it's probably both.
Okay. Well, let's see.
One roof. Because there are action items we have to do. That's kind of what I was wondering.
Evidence of chronic dampness in basement window, basement bathroom. Oh. Doesn't. Those are the violations, but I don't see,
All right, so we can
let's
just,
see what this is another PDF, hold on. Oh, here we go. This is the actual letter. Okay. Let me go. Okay, evidence of water damage. Oh, a dead rodent, droppings. Consultant hire licensed pet management contractor to exterminate rodents and insects. They have 24 hours of receipt of this letter. Oh, shoot, so that should have happened.
so they did that though. They sent the letter to the owner.
Mackenzie sends it, yes.
Okay.
So they had 24 hours. 24 hours of receipt of this letter. So I guess we just have to ask Mackenzie,
I think we'll just follow, maybe when you email her about the other
I'll
thing, you
ask her
can
about
email
this
it
one.
and just say,
all right, so that's.
since the letter
40.
was done, is there any follow-up action we have to take? Just to make sure we're closing the loop. I have to get my American flag pants out.
Hmm.
You should have seen the girls today. So,
Just you.
no, Kelly was there, Grace was there, and Teresa. But Teresa was like, oh, I've never been thrifting before. I was like, what? It's late. It's dark out. It's like, okay.
Okay.
All right, perfect.
Good.
Thank you.
So we'll close the loop on those. Any clerk report to go over? Or we should have a clerk report to go over.
You know, if the annual report is in, I guess it was fine. I didn't hear anything.
Looked good.
The inventory's in, although tomorrow I have to go pick up. Cause I have to take the truck, I guess, those cots and from the place in Worcester. So I'll do that tomorrow. And really, we have no food permits. We just have a lot of Title V inspections and
Where are we gonna store the pots?
In
Is
the
that something
trailer.
we should put in the
The
trailer?
trailer, yeah, because if the idea of the trailer would be that we would be ready to go for an emergency if need be. To set up like a shelter,
Emergency shelter. okay.
emergency shelter, so
How many
that's,
cots are there?
I think 2, is that what it said?
there's 2 cots in I think in one box, she said it's like a 4-foot by 4-foot. So she said it's just awkward. So I figure I'll just throw it in the back of the truck and
Yeah,
I'll just have Bob help me with get it out. I think I have trailer keys. There must be some in there too. I have a bunch of keys on my.
So
key
right now
ring.
the trailer is being used for the fire family, so I have a bunch of donations in there right now.
that makes sense.
So we're
Well, we
using
can
it
just throw it upstairs for now.
for another couple weeks. We'll probably be using it for that family in town and then we can use that. We'll get space in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
so in the interim there,
All right.
let me know if you need space, I can find space, if we can't keep it upstairs. I'm sure we can store it upstairs in the fire station as well. If we needed to, we could probably ask for assistance there. Or a garage locally.
Yeah, I don't think, I mean, we have a lot of stuff upstairs.
Yes, we do.
If we're
CPR.
gonna put the we should probably figure out what upstairs could be stored in the trailer at some point.
So on maybe on one of the upcoming agendas, we can add organization of inventory to the meeting.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff I think that's probably outdated from COVID
Mhm.
that can probably be thrown away.
Yeah, Purell, definitely masks, expired masks are better than none. Having lived through that, I would say we should hoard those.
How come, did we used to actually have a report for the clerk stuff? I feel like we had like a checks and balances.
Just how
kind of thing.
many checks went out and well,
Did-
how many permits were issued or
So did Aaron train you on any of that? Like the actual clerk report?
No.
No.
Is there like a template for it?
There should be, I'm trying to
can look
find
back.
it.
It's,
Clerk documents.
Yeah.
So for next month, it would just like. Oh, here, wait, what's competency? That's,
That I mean.
okay. I thought am I making that up? Didn't we
No,
used to have an
Kylie
actual?
would, she would just, basically, it was like a Word doc and it was like any checks that were out, that were paid or cashed or whatever, she would list them. And then if there were permits issued, those would be listed, I believe. But It
Alright.
wasn't like, I need all of the emails you did, that would be ridiculous, but it was just the finance kind of component and the legal documents that were
Okay.
processed. Which is, I can make a template if you want.
I'll just start,
I'm trying to find it on the SharePoint. It must be on here somewhere.
Well,
I just checked the
it might be
clerk.
attached to old minutes. too,
Right,
because I
oh
feel like,
yeah,
That's
if we
what-
check the old minutes.
Mhm. That's fine though.
I'll just start putting stuff on a Word document and then just, cause I have a bunch of stuff here, so I'll start with this pile.
Okay, yeah, like Ani said, just like a total of the checks or the permits or anything, just so we have an idea of like what we processed.
Mhm.
That would be great if we could start that for next month, please. And then you can just simply go over that, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And then correspondences, I would, we got the application,
Yes,
so
so,
that,
and we need to discuss the beaver permit, so we'll get there, but these two next topics, we can't vote on, because it's not on the agenda, but we should set a meeting, I would say, within the next couple weeks to get
yeah,
a vote on that, even if that's a Zoom call. I would propose it to just be a Zoom call.
agreed.
So Ani, if you want to go over those two items that were not,
Where, I don't see the beaver permit email, is that in here?
I thought you had asked about
No.
that.
It wasn't me that brought it up.
Oh,
I assumed it was the same family as last year, the one that we always have to issue the beaver permit for, because it intrudes with the septic.
okay, Sue, do you want to talk about that then?
Let's see. Cause I
I didn't see.
sent it, I think. When did I send it to you before? I went on vacation, right?
Wait, oh, no, that's weird. That's my dentist. I don't know why that's.
Oh, it was the guy, let's see, hold
The
on.
word beaver is not in my Board of Health email.
Yeah, it's Carl
Oh,
Johnson here,
it's-
508-235-7504. I sent out emails and phone calls here to get special kill permit for a 10-day on a beaver issue in Oakham, and no response. I'm not sure if there's somebody else that could do the job for me and get the permits that I need, or do I go to some other agency for this, like the state? So
So-
give me a call back. I didn't get a report.
What's his
I
number?
was sent out emails and phone.
We haven't gotten any emails.
Johnson here, 508-235-7504. I was sent
Okay.
out emails.
This
and,
guy, he doesn't live in Oakham, if he's calling it Oakham, so we should find out who he is and why he wants the Oakham Board of Health to give him a beaver killing permit. Because there's specific regulations, like it has to be interfering with septic and stuff, right?
Nor did he email.
He has not emailed us, so we should reach out to him and,
Via phone, I would say first. I mean, there's a application you have to fill
That's
out.
what I
Right.
was just saying is there's an application on our site that he,
so we should call him and direct him to someone actually called my personal cell phone. And I didn't answer because it was a Worcester call, and then they left me a voicemail and said they were for the Board of Health, but they were looking for the Board of Health, but I didn't call them back because it was my personal cell, so.
Hmm.
do we have a beaver permit on our?
I think it was the state one. We've
Okay,
definitely issued beaver permits before because of, I can look into the beaver permit thing. So,
oh yeah, application for emergency beaver permit, so he'd have to fill this out,
and send it to us, yeah.
yeah, all
So
right.
he didn't give you an email though.
No, he just gave me a phone number.
Okay.
Do you mind calling him?
If you didn't want to, I could do it tomorrow.
Uh,
It's right on our website, right?
Yeah, it's right here, emergency application. And I'll find out if he's even from,
I have a hard time believing he's from Ocam if he's calling it Oakham on the
Yeah.
voicemail. And I know that sounds weird, but
and he didn't say what road or anything.
you guys
which-
agree, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like saying you're from Worcester,
Right, when you live there.
right? All right,
All right,
so we have a plan.
I'll call, I
Okay, good.
can, well, maybe I'll call tonight
Okay, thank you. You're
and find out, because I'm not gonna do anything until he fills out an application.
right. He
if
has to
he's
fill it
from
in.
Oak-
And whoever is emailing is not correct because we aren't getting any emails. So
No, we haven't gotten any emails. I think we've only gotten this phone call.
yeah, we don't have
From
anything.
him. Okay.
All
Did
right.
we forward on this Rebecca Callio about fire on 56 Berry
She-
Road? Because that's not in our scope. We don't do.
No, I emailed her and said I'll look in the files because sometimes they do put thing, but I don't even have a file on this. And I said to contact the fire chief.
So you
Cause
got
he
back
might
to
have
her.
something.
Okay.
Yeah, but then she said, oh, I'll look forward to hearing from you. So I'm just gonna tell her I didn't find anything, call the fire chief. He might have something from.
Yeah, that's not really in our scope on the
No.
Board of Health. All right, any other correspondences that we need to
Wait, what was
discuss?
the other one? Oh, yes, the application for the, we can't,
Yep, we have an application for the third seat.
which was correspondence, because that's how it came in.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't honestly know the process of making that happen. I looked at the application, there's a lot of
So,
qualifications.
yeah, she's very qualified. We need to all review her resume, and then we have to go to the Board of Selectmen to
Right,
get approval to offer her the third seat.
Right.
position.
I reviewed it and was impressed.
So we will have to vote if we want to proceed with that on our next meeting because it's not on the agenda.
Mhm.
Any other correspondence that we need to go over?
Not that I know of.
Oh, I see the Pine Lane now. Did we already discuss this? This was the one, did we forward this to Phil, didn't we? Because it was sold without a formal Title V inspection. So this was the one I asked to forward to Phil.
I don't think I did that now that you're saying that.
I just forwarded it to Mackenzie and.
You did ask. me to
Megan?
do it.
No.
I think I forgot.
Is it Megan?
So Phil does all the Title V though, so I think he would have been the first point of
I don't
contact.
see it. I'm sorry. That's why I didn't do it, because I didn't see it. Unless I,
All right. I can forward it to him too. Here it
what,
is.
Daniel
what was the
Kerr.
date?
Um, October 17th.
Forward it to Phil too.
Okay.
Kerpaska is the last name, Daniel Kerpaska.
Oh, there it is. That's fine. So you're doing that right now?
Mhm.
I think I tried to do it from my computer and it was conflicting with my other .gov email, which is why I didn't get it done right away.
I didn't see anything on Pine Lane either, so I don't know.
All right.
Guessing nothing. I don't know. I'll let Phil, he might have something.
So we have got the language that we need is correct on the
I don't
website.
know if it is correct, because I looked, the originally, you asked, well, we talked about needing the website to say it, so that's what our PID, says.
Mhm.
But then Miriam sent an email today saying that we need to make sure that this exact language is
Wording.
there.
I just need to update it.
Insert your own, yeah, so just this whole paragraph should be there as well as that website. So we had the website, but I think they want this specific paragraph, so we just need to make sure that's there, so just to be like uber compliant.
Okay,
And does Sue have this email?
yeah,
Or the-
Yeah,
I saw it. I'm catching up on.
Okay,
BOH clerk, yep, it's there.
okay. See that you reached out to the new director. That's nice of you.
Oh, yes, that was the other thing. Next meeting, we need to send it to the director right away to let that person know that they can come and meet us, because that's what they said. I replied right away to everyone, included you guys, because in case they were free today, didn't want them to miss an opportunity since we meet only once a month. Okay. Okay.
It would be nice if they would and give us an update on anything in Leicester or anything they've done for us that might need to be updated. Wouldn't that be?
Yeah, we can just ask when we meet with the new director, like what would be the best way to get like closed loop communication about things that are happening? Because so far when we email them, they just drop it in our SharePoint or whatever.
Mm.
Mhm.
So. Next meeting date, it's the next thing, right?
No, what is this Leicester Regional Public Health Coalition report?
They send out weekly emails about how much COVID we have and
So is that something we need to go over? I think that can probably get removed, right?
Well, the Leicester, I think they used to be invited to the meetings and then they would come and give
Right.
us any,
so I would
like
table,
a report from
Right.
Leicester, right?
so I would just write deferred because they're
if
not here,
present.
or tabled.
Yeah,
Tabled because they're not here. So we
Okay.
can leave it on the agenda in case they're here. We did invite, so the information will be the
Mhm.
new director is there, was selected, and we invited them to the meeting a day ago and they were unable to come. Shocking. But at least we did that right away.
Right.
The only reason I did that was because literally our meeting was the next day and I didn't want to
Hmm.
have a missed opportunity just in case.
Mhm.
I wanted to be in compliance. So,
Okay. All right, so are we good with everything? We need to just make some edits on the minutes and those are approved.
mhm,
We're good with that?
yep.
When do we want to meet again to review or vote on the third seat?
when's the next?
Next meeting,
Is it too late to get on the board meeting for next week, probably?
unless if we did a Zoom, we would have, in order to have a meeting, we have to post the agenda, what, is it 72 hours ahead of time?
48.
48.
So
So we could have a meeting. We could ask to be put on the agenda. When is the next meeting?
So the next,
one this week.
so it's next, the 29th, next Monday, maybe? What's next Monday?
Next Monday's the 28th.
I think that's when the next selectmen's meeting is, because tomorrow's is a special meeting.
So could we do can you do them on the weekend? Like I could do Sunday afternoon as like a Zoom call just to vote that we want to bring the candidate forward, but I don't know.
I don't think that's enough time to get on their agenda though.
Well, if we tell them right now that we're presumed we're all gonna vote yay. I don't know, we can ask, or we can just wait till the next. I mean, it's no point in rushing it.
Well, the
time is
next
fine.
meeting would then be 2 weeks after that, which is not bad.
No.
Because I'm gonna go for the permit thing,
Yep.
and that can wait until November.
All right, so if they're meeting on the 28th and they meet again on the 11th, you're saying? That's a holiday though.
I think, let me see, maybe it was the 29th, because I was looking, so,
My mom's buying soda for the soccer snack shack. Coke, Diet Coke. Band.
oh, I don't see one on here. Did they just have one? Oh, that was a special meeting on the 21st. Oh, they had one on the 15th, so I thought the board said the 28th
So 29th,
or the 29th, I don't
Okay.
know. I'm assuming the 28th, because that's not a holiday.
so the 12th. Or the 11th. The 11th is a holiday, but we should just ask to get on their next agenda, and so we should meet. When do you guys wanna do the Zoom?
Says their next meeting is the 19th in November.
Okay,
Hold on, let's see.
so we could even potentially just have our monthly meeting
Oh,
like
that's
the week
planning
before
board.
that.
There's the Board of Selectmen's not on there.
Oh.
Hmm.
Isn't it by board though? Can you filter?
She didn't put it on here yet.
Oh, that's no big deal. Or let's just assume it's gonna be, if they just had one in a week and a half, max, 2 weeks, so.
We want to try the first.
So do we, let's see, if it is Monday, is that too soon for us to vote before that?
Monday, like the 29th,
Yeah.
unless
Probably.
you would have to literally post the agenda right now.
That's too tight.
Um,
We
it's
don't-
fine, it's, clearly we want to get someone on board, but we can function independently. So why don't we just aim to do something like the first week of November? Maybe,
Tuesday, the 5th. Oh, it's election day.
and that's a physical,
Wednesday, the
no
6th.
school.
Hmm?
Avienda has a middle school soccer game that day.
Well, I can't do till 7.
I can't do that day. I can't do till after. I have a meeting from 7 to 8. And 8 o'clock is my bedtime. Or, I mean, if it was Zoom, I could probably do it at 8.
Monday, the 4th at 7.
As long as it's Zoom,
7, Oh, well, I have yoga on Mondays
that's important.
until 7.
That's a priority. I would have to do it after 7 o'clock. If we did Zoom, I could do it because Avienda has
So
a,
can we do the 6th Zoom?
we could. I couldn't do the Zoom until 8 though. I have another meeting to 7 to 8 because I have a committee meeting.
Okay, well, it's really just to vote on the 3rd seat. So can we do 8 on the 6th?
Sure.
Does that work for you, Sue?
Yeah, that'll work. And then,
Is we need to make sure after that meeting that we go to the Board of Selectmen.
Right. We should also need to make sure that while we're there, we just need to post an agenda about it so we don't.
yeah, they'll have to be, like, they post the special meetings.
No, no,
and
no.
we'll just have the one agenda item.
Us, yes, yeah.
Yes. And then and then I'll email,
Like if the beaver permit guy gets his stuff in by then, we could do that on the agenda, but if not, then no. Cause I don't know why he needs it. Like if it's really disrupting septic, that's one story.
I'll email Maribel and say whatever the next one. If they have a meeting the 28th, they probably have one the 12th, I'm guessing. But I'll just say the next November meeting to put us on for this
Yep.
and for the permit.
Yeah, that's great. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Motion to adjourn at 7:34.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Perfect. This camera makes my wrinkles look non-existent.